What's up guys, Oakley, and I'm going to be doing a quick little video that covers a string of mods that you can put together to get some awesome Civil War action. So this is going to be Averland versus Hochland, and it's essentially 6,000 troops against 6,000 troops, a total of 12,000 men. So the mods are better, thicker smoke mod, double unit sizes, and then the faction unlock mod. So the double unit sizes is obviously necessary. It bumps up the size obviously of infantry units, but also of all the cannons and kind of equipment like that, so that is very crucial. And the better explosions and better smoke mod is also necessary. You'll notice as these gun lines start moving up just how beautiful it is, the lingering smoke. It does very much remind me of Napoleon. Now you don't get quite the level of atmospherics where the smoke lingers and actually blurs out the large portions of the battlefield, but still it looks pretty epic. So kind of what ended up happening here is I decided to deploy my troops here in the forefront on the left flank, push up with a couple units. I'm closing in on the enemy, but they have formed up in a massive blob that's now pushing up against me with supporting artillery fire. But I do have some free units on the flank, so I'm kind of slowly kiting at the enemy, trying to pull them back. And these are just early scouting troops, just to get some really cool initial volleys. But this flank is easily going to be, destroyed. Not as effectively as you might imagine with clumped up troops, but nonetheless, just through sheer mass, they're going to push me out of this area of the woods. Had I had more artillery trained on this position, I probably could have obliterated this formation, but at the same time, I do get a lot of nice enfilading shots on this mass that's just chipping away at the troops. Speaking of cannons, my main batteries are all going to be encumbered, fending off the enemy assault coming down through the center, and this is very Civil War-esque. They're super cool. I always love these types of cinematic shots. Just look in the distance, the puffs of smoke and glinting off of the rifles, the small tufts of, especially this shot. Look as the fire starts to get off and as certain units start crumbling, just looks so epic. On the right side, enemy has 5 ranks firing into my flank, and you can see how much damage that's doing. So I'm going to have to pull back this flank, reinforce it with some of my cannons. I am doing a counter charge up through the center. You can see that in the distance as my units start to push up, and I'm going to try and get a flank on the enemy. The enemy's center has been pretty much withered away by my cannon fire, and so now it's up to me to move up and engage this massive enemy cannon line that's going to try and unload on my guys. So I get up point blank and just start shredding these units. Some of the cannons actually in the mid-ground there are exploding. Keep an eye on that. Really cool stuff. So there you have it. We've routed, destroyed the enemy front rank. This is an epic charge. And then now this is my my far right flank where it was getting enveloped, but in the center I can start to turn about, and you can see my cannons unloading on the enemy's left, now the right side of the screen, just tearing chunks through them. So this was a really cool scenario, even against the AI, just eye candy wise. It looks so freaking cool. I definitely recommend you guys check it out. My computer seemed to run it pretty well. I'm not sure if you could host this in multiplayer and have too much success, but damn if it isn't beautiful. Even against the AI, I had tons of fun, just like I said, watching the eye candy. Now my ranks are being thinned a little bit on this flank, but you can see the enemy starting to mill about, starting to get crushed, and look on the far left. Boom, my ranks are moving up, and now the artillery is going to start hammering them. This is the last little cluster of Pickett's charge of the enemy trying to push up heroically, but they are going to get shot to tiny little pieces. So I greatly appreciate what the mod teams are doing for this game. Tons of fun. Every day, well, not every day, but pretty often I'll check the mod workshop and just pop on the latest mod. They're unloading so much cool stuff. So again, props to CA for making this all available. The supported mod capabilities is going to add a lot of longevity to this game and make it really cool. I know Radius has some mods. There's some blade balance mods that people are working on. Lots of stuff to revitalize it, and I really hope that in the future we'll even be seeing mods that can add new maps to the game in terms of multiplayer maps, because right now they're a bit lackluster. way too small, and that does give me a lot of hope for if people can somehow mod more realistic sieges or even unfortified settlements. Something like that is desperately needed outside of these kind of generic land battles. Even river battles would be really cool to see. Now the final route, Massacre of the Enemy. I didn't have the Blood and Gore DLC activated for this one, just because I thought it would feel a bit ridiculous with blood spurting all over the place. So this is just going to be a more PG-13 version of Civil War. Nonetheless, you do get a sense of just how chaotic and hectic this is, and this is going to be the final regiment of the enemy routing. And I guess we can actually take a look at the final stats here. Like I said, 6,000 men deployed on either side. This was recorded a little while back, so we don't get to see the actual kill count on either of the troops. But a lot of the chevrons being given to my riflemen on my flank, obviously. The handgunners. So they definitely got a lot of kills. My opponent not really doing so well, mostly being sent into the meat grinder. Anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned for more. See ya.